So you're walking down the street and you think, what's that load of trash somebody dumped on the streets of Dongguan in the middle of the night? And you go to take a closer look. What do you see? Check it out. It's flower delivery. Handled a little rough maybe, but that's all flowers. Sounds like another truck pulling in, yep. Another truck pulling in. All flowers. Middle of the night, Wednesday, about 1 o'clock in the morning. And here's another truck. Here's another truck just pulling in here with another load. Awesome.
Unless you're an intersection aficionado or a crosswalk connoisseur, you may not appreciate this part. But I think it's very cool, so I included it. You know, it kind of reminds me of a dance floor. I wonder how John Travolta would cross this intersection. But, you know, I think it's cool enough that I sent the drone up to record, a couple of minutes here. And I'll try to point it out so you can see how it works. You know, in China, I'd say the majority of intersections work with one direction of travel having a green light at a time. You know, it's not like east and west cross each other and north and south then cross each other later. It's like east goes, then north goes, then west goes, then south goes, one at a time. So with that type of crossing, what happens is often, like this intersection here, there's like 8 lanes on the main road, 4 one way and 4 the other way. So when you get the green to crosswalk, you can't walk all the way across. You can only cross to the middle. Okay, so this is a very safe way to do this, because if it's a green light for cars to go through or a green light for cars to turn left, the crosswalk people have to wait, even for the cars to cross left. You can't cross the road at the same time that cars can turn left. So right now, let's try to catch up with it. You can see on the upper side where there's a smaller road there, it's green for the people to cross the road. Okay, now it's red. So if you're standing there, now you have to wait. And you can see the dots on the road are not moving anymore. I know the top one is the hardest to see, but now you can see the side on the left side of the 8 lanes. You could actually walk all the way across. There where the crosswalk is, the dots are moving, so you can cross all the way across. And there's a green line on either side where you would be standing. It's red. The red part is for the vehicles. They have to stop there. But you'll see here that on the right side, only from the middle to the top, people can walk across. And from the bottom to the middle, they can't walk. The dots are solid, so it's meant to say you can't cross. Okay, and you can see the cars coming from the left now, the vehicles coming from the left, and obviously it's not safe to cross the road there. But it's safe to cross the road from the middle to the top. But as you can see at the top crossing of the smaller street, the intersection is closed to pedestrians. It's solid, the dots don't move, so you can't cross there, even though it's a green light for the bottom left side to go through. Okay, but they can also turn left. So the crosswalk is closed. Okay, now there's a red light on the bottom left, and people at the crosswalk on the top smaller street can cross. And you can kind of see how this is working. It's actually, like I said, it's very, very safe, because even when cars are turning left, okay, which this is unusual for the West. I know I lived there many, many years, and if cars are going, get a green light and they can turn left, normally people at the crosswalk can cross, but not here. It just doesn't work that way. It's more safe, and people are supposed to stop for people at a crosswalk, but they don't always do that. So that's why here, if it's people going straight or turning left, the crosswalk is not allowed to cross. You have to wait.
So I'm just taking a short break from Shenzhen, staying in a second-tier city, Dongguan. which is right beside Shenzhen. But obviously not as nice as Shenzhen. Oh, I'm filming. Here comes the police. They saw me. Just joking. A footbridge coming ahead here. You can see it. The flashing lights there, the different colored lights you can see ahead, going yellow. Purple. It's kind of interesting. Pretty fancy for a footbridge, if you ask me. It's all birds. Oh, it's blue now. See, it's all birds. You know why that is, right? It's the only birds there are here. No birds. I'm just joking. Fancy footbridge. So you can see on one side it's longer, the other side is shorter to go up. And the reason for that is, you see here, there's only stairs. So that's your shorter side. Okay. I have no gimbal right now, so. Oh, and they've got an elevator. So obviously, there's an elevator on the other side as well. An elevator and a footbridge, which makes it handy for taking your e-bike across. Oh no, they don't want people taking their e-bike across. Let's check this out. It can't be working. There's no way this is working, right? Let me see. Oops. It's working. Seems to be working. Going up to the second floor.
Second floor.
Second.
Hello, tenant.
Second floor. Okay, see, now here's the reason the other side is longer. You see these little tracks. There's one on either side, one for up, one for down. That's if you want to bring your e-bike up over the footbridge with the birds. Fancy schmancy footbridge. Jerry thinks the government here doesn't care about the people, but I believe that's because he was only here as a baby, as an infant, and he doesn't really know much about China. That would put up a fancy schmancy footbridge for the people. You see that with the luggage? You don't need to carry that up the footbridge stairs. You can get the elevator. So some people say here the government doesn't care about the people, but if you have if you're physically challenged, or you have an infant you're carrying, or a small child in a stroller, or maybe you're just lazy, like it appears these people are, you can take the elevator to the footbridge. Lazy.